as we wait indefinitely for Winter 22 to come. I have a newly acquired Espers that have allowed me to improve my Retro Miracle teams, and that is going to be Leora. So the first team that improved was my Kronos. Yeah, as you can see in the leaderboard, there is no Ggez to be seen. I am pretty sure top 50 right now is all filled with Leora, because they both do the same thing, but Leora just does it better with just needing one turn, right? So no Ggez to be seen. My previous team was just using Ggez, but it's not running this team. So for reference, this was my previous team, K16, this one. It's using Ashley, but now my new team is now using, I don't remember. Okay, it's this one. It's this A16. I forgot to change the title, but yeah, this is pretty much the same the team. At this point, discoverability is almost zero. It's the same units that everyone is going to use: Brewster, Leora, Ollie, and then these two position is flexible. You either have a Shuan pin over here, or you have like any filler spot, which is going to be the one that sacrifices themselves, right? The lowest turn that you can possibly go is 6 turns on full auto, but not full auto, it's semi-auto, because I do need to target the middle guy. And if I go full auto, I think it's around 8 turns possibly, but yeah, I'll show you how it's built later. But basically, if I want to go lowest turn possible, I would need to target this middle guy, and then my Brewster kills, so I clear the first 2 waves within 1 turn. And at this point, I just need to hope that my Brewster lands the defense break. As you guys may know, in the Retro Miracle, if you're not the type advantage unit, then you have a chance to miss, which is why, as you can see, Brewster missed twice right here, but we still managed to clear it within 7 turns. So yeah, my previous team with Ggez was around 10 turns average. I cannot improve it any further with the units that I have. I'm gonna show you a 6 turn run real quick if the RNG is correct. The 6 turn condition is going to be Leora proccing a counter when Kronos does an AoE attack, so that she lands the okay, yeah, this is okay. I'm gonna show you this run where it's on full auto, where I forgot to target the middle guy, but it's still gonna be almost 100% chance to win, because Kronos will always target my Calmus, so my Ollie can perform the retaliation. But again, it all depends on whether I land the defense break or not. If I don't land the defense break, it might be problematic, but since there is a Leora can pretty much solo Kronos if he has like at least 40% HP left, because she has the invincibility buff and also the standoff buff, right? So yeah, this is going to be how the full auto with like very bad RNG, with no defense break from Brewster, on full auto when I'm not targeting the middle guy. I'll cut real quick when I get the right RNG when it gets to 6 turns. Okay, so for 6 turns to happen right here, I would need to land the defense break, hopefully in the first... Okay, this is not going to be a 6 turn, so I'm just going to quit it out. Okay, so for the 6 turns to happen, I would need the defense break to land. Okay, this is my 4th... Oh my god. Dude, land the defense break, you goddamn clown. Brewster, please, land the defense break. Oh my god, my Brewster has like... Yo! My Brewster has 70% accuracy. What is going on? Bozo, this Bozo, what is wrong with him? Brewster, if you don't land the defense break, I'm gonna sell you. I'm gonna... Oh my god, please. Oh my god. I'm going crazy. Guys, look at the amount of tries. 6 tries. And he has failed all 6 to land it. I think I'm missing something. Let me check my runes real quick.
It's a dog on the fucking ride and
look at the amount of accuracy he has.
Fucking grass.
78. Do your job, you goddamn dog. Okay, for the last time, for the 6 turns to happen, I would need Brewster to... Okay, he finally landed the defense break. And also I need Leora to counter attack. Nope. Okay, reroll. Oh my god, finally. I think this should be... Yeah, this should be the 6th turn run. Okay, yeah, there we go. It only took me like 30 tries. But yeah, that's the 6 turns. The condition is to counter attack with Leora, and also for Brewster to land the defense break within the first 2 hits. Of course, there's going to be improvements from this team when I get new units. But yeah, that's my Brewster. He's on the Thunder set. He only needs 70% crit rate because I'm running R2 Ethan. And he's on the Brawler set. give him as much accuracy as you possibly can get. And then Leora, also on the Thunder set, you can also go with her on the Harmony set and just run a gearless Chalmers. Hope that Kronos targets Chalmers, and then you can go for a 5-turn Kronos if you do have Ollie's Divinate. Ollie's Divinate gives him the attack up before he casts his Law of DISLYTE. And if you take a look at my team, I don't have an attack buffer in the team except for Leora. Leora gives herself attack buff when she casts the S3, but my Brewster, my Ollie, my Chalmers all does not get an attack up. So she's on the counter sets. If I can get the right RNG, then I can get a lower turn count. Ethan, basically just slow. You can put him on any set pretty much. He's just a backup unit, and also for the magic tune. If you don't manage to kill the boss, then he gets his turn, he does a little bit of damage. That's about it really. The counter set as well, he does a little bit of damage to help with the turn count. And then Ollie is on the Thunder set. It's better if you have a really good Calamity set. So if your Calamity set is as good as your Thunder set, then you might want to go for that Calamity set. But I don't have a good Calamity set, so I just go for the Thunder set. The most important stat for Ollie is crit damage. If you can get the crit damage as high as possible, then you do that. The attack is not so much. You get the crit damage as high as possible before you focus on the attack. And then my Chalmers, because I don't have a Divinate for Ollie, I would need to run my Chalmers fast, so I can make sure that Kronos targets him, and then he will die, and then Ollie will retaliate with his S3. Harmony set with the light set, because I want him to boost my team so Ollie can get his turn right after Chalmers. Like I said, discoverability in Retro Miracle is pretty much 0 at this point, because it's been a while since we get like an upgrade for Kronos. Leora is pretty much the main go-to unit, and you build the team around Leora. If you take a look at the leaderboard, like I said, every team is Leora. But my next upgrade for Kronos is going to be a Xuan Pin, which I can get in the next update. I can remove him, or either one of this spot to fill a Xuan Pin, and I could go to maybe 5 turns auto. But yeah, that's Kronos. The next one is Apep. My previous Apep team is going to be this one, custom 17. It's around average 8 turns. The lowest it can go is 7 turns on auto. Right now my current team is going to be custom 16, pretty much the same as the Kronos team. The only difference is this time around I'm using Ashley and I'm using Stewart. My Brewster is cracked out, 4300 attack with the Brawler set, 100% crit rate because I'm running R2 Ethan plus the type advantage that he has, and also 180% crit damage, 78% accuracy hit. He has Divinate 3. This time around my Leora is running Harmony set because she does enough to one-shot the first 2 waves. I don't need to run her on the DPS set because her role doesn't change at all if I run her on the DPS set. My Ashley is on Thunder set, so I can do a bit more damage to the boss, and also helps one-shot the first wave if my Leora doesn't land a crit. And also Stewart standard DPS build. Ethan just as much HP as possible for the Ggez set. Doesn't really matter if you want to, he doesn't even need set, to be honest. But yeah, this team averages out at around 6 turns. If I can get the right RNG, it can go down to 5 turns. Hopefully I can get that one. But this RNG is pretty brutal to get 5 turns, because I would need Leora to crit on all 3 of these units. If I don't crit on all 3 of these units, it's going to be either a 6 turns or a 7 turn. So this one is going to be 6 turn minimum and 7 turn max. So if I can crit the second hit on Leora, I only need the second hit to crit on Leora for this to be a 6 turn. Okay, so this is going to be a 6 turn. My Brewster, he should be landing the defense break pretty easily on the first or second hit. It doesn't matter which turn he lands it on. Okay, so he lands it on the first hit, and it's pretty much a 6 turn. So yeah, my Brewster is cracked out. He's doing 114,000 damage on his S1 without Seer, by the way. So this is going to be the 6th turn, and it's also going to be semi-auto, where I need to target the middle guy for it to be as low of a turn as possible. but for it to be on full auto, I think it's around 8 or 7 turns if I'm not mistaken. I'm just going to show you the full auto run. So the full auto run, Leora is going to target the type advantage, which is going to be the front guy, so this guy does not die. And if I don't crit with Leora on her second skill, Ashley's S1 plus Brewster's S1 does not kill the guy, so my steward ends up wasting his S3 on the second wave. But because I landed the defense break on the first turn, I should still be fine with like 8 turns I think. So Brewster is going to use his S3 and boom, the boss is dead. So I think this is 8 or 9 turns, I'm not too sure because he is left with 1 HP. If my Ashley crit right there, I think it was going to be, yeah, okay, this one is 10 turns actually. I'm gonna show you a run where I can get the 8 turns, or not 8 turns, the 5 turns. Yeah, like I said, the first condition to land a 5 turn is for my Leora to crit on all 3 of these enemies, which is very slim of a chance because she is type disadvantage against all 3. If she doesn't land the crit on the unit that she is targeting, it is fine. But the most important thing is for her to land the crit, the AoE crit, on the other 2 guys. So this is potentially a 5 turn. If I can crit the second hit, no, I didn't crit the second hit, so it's still a 6 turn. The second condition is for me to crit on the second hit with the middle guy, because my Leora is not stacked. You can run a triple attack Leora if you have enough damage to kill off this first wave, to make sure that if you don't land the crit on the middle guy on the second wave, you can still do a 5 turn run. But since my Leora is R0 with no div in it, it's not going to be a feasible strategy. As you can see, the chance is very low for Leora to crit on all 3, on 2 of the enemies, because she has type disadvantage, which means she has a 50% chance to miss on 1 of the units and 50% chance to miss on 2 units, which is 25% chance for this to happen. Yeah, this thing to happen. And now I need another 50% chance to happen. It didn't happen. The first hit on Leora, being the single target, actually does lower damage, so it is not enough for me to kill off with a Brewster follow-up. Now please crit on the second hit. Okay, this is gonna be a 5 turn run. So if my Brewster can land the defense break on the second hit, the first 2, okay, he landed it on the first hit, it's guaranteed to be 5 turns. So boom, and Brewster kills. It doesn't matter when he lands the defense break within the first turn or the second turn, it's always going to be a 5 turns, because I have enough stats for him to do enough damage to just snipe the boss. My Brewster S1 with defense break does about 24% of Apep's max HP. Discoverability is 0 at this point in Virtual Miracle. This team, I'm pretty sure someone has already run it. Yep, with a 5.6 average. Yeah, Agrogro is running a Ethanless team with the core units. So you can pretty much just copy this layout and just put in a single unit that doesn't really do anything, just to get a difference. So you can put anything in the spot and it would work. But you need a lot of stats for this to work. You need to be pretty much stacked out, and the room for error is going to be very small as well. Oh, his Brewster is actually super stacked. 205 crit damage and 4300 attack. For the Apep team, this is my relics, like again, I think I already showed you, but also there's room for improvements. If I get Brewster to R6, it's going to be easier for a 5 turn average, because my Brewster would do more damage from his S1, and Leora probably does not need to crit on her second hit on the middle guy for my Brewster to do enough damage. But yeah, that's about it for the upgrades. I can also upgrade my Fafnir, but I don't really farm Fafnir all that much anymore. I just farm Apep and Andras. Fafnir is just, I'm still running the same team, which is this one. I haven't changed anything about it. Maybe after I get Mateo, I'll try to rearrange my teams. That's it for Leora, for my Kronos and Apep. I don't use her anywhere else. Not in Falsetto, I don't use her in Desolate Lands, and anything else. But yeah, that's about it. Ciao.